Я не даю запутать, только я не проработал. Я свежее, чем пэшн. Это тяжелый снег, на мне ношу последний пэшн. Я могу прожить 1000 лет на моем кэше. А раньше жил в бабуле, я не верю, теперь это 10 battle action. Делай глубокий пэшн. Если ты твой в этом, это экшен. Нет, бэйби, ты не стэшн, ты не особенная. Ты не первая, кто видит песню, ты моё окно. Мои колеса крутят, ты прыгнул из танку, пересел на роль. Это меня не видно, ведь как будто тренировал. Поэтому засел от запу, присутствовал на своей бане. 6-метровый двигатель по полу едет дорога. 222 мои такие, они большие, они слышат, как я еду. Баси башат из машины.
Hello? Blurry and cutting out. Yeah, my service sucks. Service sucks. So many people miss me.
Я видел тебя еще пару лет назад, но тогда тебе ничего не сказал, только написал. Комната в искусственных местах, постоянно думал о твоих глазах. Время пролетело по часу, не перестал писать, все забылось начисто. Пролетали месяца, скоро встреча, вскоре нас влюбляешься. Ты как и моя судьба. А теперь мы стали неделимы. Она топит в моем сердце. Мило, но при этом понимает, что ее мужчина. Я дала тебя не мать. Тебя мало никогда. И нам нравится, когда снова дал. Раскрашиваю снег, ты смотришь на город, ты чувствуешь рядом опору и вскоре молчанием взят моя рука по бедрам. Дай мне больше огня, я переполнен тобой, ведь это больше, чем любовь, больше, чем любая страсть. Это больше, чем роман, это сложно описать, это можно заменить на дешевый суррогат. Но я плотно подсел на тебя и не слезу никак. Не тупит и макалом, твоя голая спина, цвета какао, эмоции фонтаны. Мы сходим с ума, сгорают, кто не касается, друг друга сгорает. Ты стонешь все так, как ты хочешь, нам это по нраву, и мы с тобой горим. Тебя мало, ты словно магнит. Это пламя между нами зажигается с искры, и я не знаю, как его потушить. Давай просто скажи, нам нравится, когда так ярко светятся наши глаза. Ведь нам нравится, когда наши тела сближаются. И снова до утра мы не будем спать, сжигать тела, сжигать тебя, сжигать дотла, сжигать дотла. Мы не будем спать, сжигать тела, сжигать тебя, сжигать дотла, сжигать дотла. Нам мало огня, сжигать тебя, 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 сжигать дотла. Нам мало огня, сжигать тебя.
some chapstick. Хахтуя! Хахтуя!
Ты скользишь по мне, рядом будто знаешь, что сбился в твоем запахе, так теряя края. Ты казалась, мне сносила по дням. Это слабость груди, я ее по глазам узнавал. Я полюбил пропасть между еще и никак. Ты подходишь так близко, и ты так тяжело. Я держусь из последних, но тебя моя мысль, моя тебе помнишь, как я смотрел на и снова проигрываю, не включая слова. Твои движения, удар по мечте, будто бы мы вместе, но не вместе, не те. Я бы сам подошел ближе, если б знал, что нельзя.
Puppy love.
Ты же знаешь, я все ночи натворю, я держусь, если хочешь, я короче. Я не забудь, просто будь ко мне ближе, не ломай ручку, я для себя дышу тише, чем когда с кем-то другим. Ходишь так близко, не дышать тяжело, все эмоции лезут, как разбитое стекло, и меня накрывает там,
Where's your baseball?
где тебя не хватает, там, где должна быть ты.
I can't see comics. I see old comics. The last thing I see is so many people miss you. I don't see anything else past that. Or look too. Is it working? And the skin doctor, and I fucked up my face with nitrogen oxide. I don't know if you can see that. They gave me my that shit. Look at this shit. Looking dark and light spots. You fucked me up with that nitrogen oxide spray. Puppy love? Rough, tough puppy love? Rough, tough puppy love. Yeah. It is. Got some fat lips. Look at them fat lips. Rah, 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 rah. Rah, 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 rah. Ooh. How's your teeth? Your teeth looking good? Let me see your teeth. Let's see. Open. Your gums are so big that they there we go. There's some teeth. Do they look okay? Tell. I guess they're okay. You don't need to see the doggy dentist? Do you need to see the doggy dentist? Well, wish I could read your comments.
Часами смотрим друг на друга, словно люди из другого измерения. Ночами долгими тихая страсть плевала на ограничения. Законы физики не в силах раскрыть принципы нашего притяжения. Ведь глубина твоей души для сердца моего, как целая вселенная. Ты словно целая вселенная. Ты словно целая вселенная. Ведь глубина твоей души для сердца моего, словно целая вселенная. Ты словно целая вселенная. Ты словно целая вселенная. Ведь глубина твоей души для сердца моего, словно целая вселенная. Yeah, okay, come on. Моя малышка, я тихо попишу. Ведь я хочу услышать, как ясно ты дышишь, да. Шепотом выше, либо куда-то пониже.
So fun when I can't read the comments. Stuck sitting here talking to myself.
Мы с тобой стали парой годом, да. Девчонки видят во мне идеал. Прикинь, кто-то видит во мне идеалов, бля. А ты видишь.
We're back after a year. You're free again. That's you. Sorry, you're blurry and cutting out. Oh no, fix the Wi-Fi and do something to people miss you. That's all I can see. She doesn't know how to play fetch, and she doesn't like her sticky toy. She only eats wet food, which is like $4 a day, which I can't afford, really. But I can't afford you to not eat neither. I need you to eat. I got her, the first day I got her, she didn't eat anything. The second day, she didn't eat anything, and then I was like, I guess I need some wet food, and she ate it all. She ate all of it. So she's spoiled. Somebody spoiled you, didn't they? Somebody. Who was it? The pound? Did the pound spoil you? Yes, you do, from jail. You were in a puppy dog jail. There's her doggy toy, the little lamb. She doesn't like it. The little lamb.
Ты подходишь так близко, что воздух в комнате тает. И я делаю вид, что спокойно, хотя сердце дрожит и не знает. Я держу себя тихо, но внутри ураган. Все твои полутени бил сильнее, чем вулкан. Ты скользишь по мне, я что заблудился в твоем запахе, так теряя рай. Ты казалась так тонко, и мне сила поднял. Это сотни ее пару саму. Неужели я полюбил эту пропасть между еще и никак. Ты я держусь из последних, но тебя понесло. Моей ночью, где я утону. Мне тебя не хватает, там где должна быть ты. Мне тебя не хватает. Мне тебя не хватает. Этой ночью ты вспомнишь, как я смотрел на твой шаг, как ловил твое дыхание, будто шанс, будто знак.
I got filtered water.
хочешь так быть, если хочешь остаться, если можешь вернись, мне тебя не хватает, даже больше, чем жизнь. Ты хоть хочешь так быть, если хочешь остаться, если можешь вернись, мне тебя не хватает, даже больше, чем жизнь. Часами смотрим друг на друга, словно люди из другого измерения. Ночами долгими дикая страсть привела на ограничения. Законы физики не все дорожные принципы нашего притяжения. Глубина твоей души до сердца моего, как целая вселенная. Ты словно целая вселенная. Ты словно целая вселенная. Глубина твоей души до сердца моего, словно целая вселенная. Целая вселенная. Ты словно целая вселенная. Глубина твоей души до сердца моего, словно целая вселенная.
My daddy made this. He made that. It's 3D. He made this too.
Огромное брюхо, очень трудный характер. Голодный и мутный в непонятном состоянии. Вечно со своими неадекватными пацанами. Да, твои подруги кричали, я лишний. Давя на то, что я не симпатичный. Но ты любишь меня не за мышцы, а за поступки по жизни и за умение мыслить. У меня есть кэш, возьми себе новое платье. У меня есть кэш, купи дорогое 500. У меня есть кэш, потратить, да. И ты всегда была рядом со мной. Даже когда не было денег и платьев, не было дорогих подарков или кольцев. Тогда была моим единственным богатством, да. Сейчас все так же, просто сейчас у нас есть бабло. И мне не впадло тратить чернила в стихи. Не впадло признать, что заплыл за буйки. Снова тону в зеркале твоей очень милой души. Меня согреют твои приливы любви. Часами смотрим друг на друга, словно люди из другого измерения. Ночами долгими дикая страсть привела на ограничения. Законы на твоей душе до сердца, словно целая вселенная. Ты словно целая вселенная. Ты словно целая вселенная. Глубина твоей души до сердца моего, словно целая вселенная. Ты словно целая вселенная. Ты словно целая вселенная. Глубина твоей души до сердца моего, словно целая вселенная. Ты словно целая вселенная. Ты словно целая вселенная. Глубина твоей души до сердца моего, словно целая вселенная. Воздух так колет меня, медленный, больше было вчера нас. Хотел бы по новой всем доверять, больше их не терять. Жизнь здесь сейчас, сколько раз уже заклинило моторы по дороге. И походу не избавиться больше нам от тревоги. Но, видимо, все-таки мы с тобой сильнее многих. Видимо, что-то сделало нас сильнее многих. Если бы я никогда не ходил по краям, я не знал бы ничего глубже блеска стресс. В полной темноте пропадает моя я скажу тебе, мой брат, еще пару фраз. За моей жизни лежит свет, тут играет станция. Если надоест перед тем, как сдаться, посмотри наверх, представь, что все это в последний раз. Падение
guys.
Среди облаков и свободных берегов делаешь преграды, встретися им в лицо. Лишь поднялись над суетой, кто спасет, если я не замечу в толпе, что я уже не я. Падение, падение, падение. Отпускай парашют, мы летали до времен отцой земли. Эти мысли не наши сюжеты, что я их мои. Кто покажет мне правду, кто мои враги, кто я. Падение, падение, падение. Падение. Я узнал, что манишь взлетать еще выше, встретися им в лицо. На крышу снова поднялись над суетой. Что спасет, если я не замечу в толпе, что я уже не я. Падение, падение, падение.
This Dale Carnegie was from my college class. Man, I used to have such better handwriting than I do now. That's crazy, that's changed. It says, but I'm a stronger person because of my experiences. Every obstacle I have overcome has taught me valuable lessons and more about myself. Every trial and tribulation builds character. So I encourage you not to count yourself out or give up because you've made mistakes. It forces you to try harder, dream bigger, and persevere farther than you will have ever expected to go before. You have to become creative in order to survive. It may be a blessing in disguise. Surround yourself with better people because better people drive to take route less traveled. Can't count self out without trying because you were meant to rise above. A hurdle has been set in front of you because we know you can jump it. If a hurdle has been set in front of you, it's because we know you can jump it. Forces you seek out opportunities you may have otherwise ignored. Man, I don't know what the fuck happened to me. Something happened to me, and I like nothing. Everything has changed. Use emotion to inspire people want you to feel. Feel what want you to feel. Use emotion to inspire people to feel what you want them to feel. Emotional impact. Relate experiences. Bro was talking to me like my parents were dead, but they weren't. He was so profound in his words with a realization he was trying to push on me. We didn't talk much unless he was drunk, so I was paying attention. My life indigent. My life in ad. My life incident. My life incident that happened. Change the world. Take opportunity. Affected in life, emotional impact, otherwise inspire others to take action. Turned around, happened to change life, to inspire others. Mentor, inspired you. Losing job and how got another. Turned self around, something happened to change life, used to inspire others. Took opportunity, made promise, turned life around. Changed my life to impact people who have had trouble. Find opportunity and take it. People around you help you farther. Told you just inspire others. Direction advising. Make tough decisions that have long life impact. Supposed to Thursday, reflective paper, email, stress speech. Thursday, celebrate achievements and renew vision. Lost only chance and diversion over this staged lie. What drives you to... What drives you? Grit, struggle. Who inspires you? Accomplishments. But I need to blow my nose. The halfway house I was living at had mold. So I had to hightail it the fuck on out of there. Don't you know? Yeah. So that's cool. This is my college course. This was like sophomore year. Here's what they said about me. Here's what my classmates said about me. Diana, you are so confident. You are never nervous while giving speeches and always give 100% in every activity. Diana, I feel like you are confident. You don't worry about what others think of you, and that's awesome. You know your strengths and weaknesses, and you use them effectively. Diana, I see you as an achiever because you made sacrifices to reach your goals, and once you met them, you continued to strive to do your best and better yourself beyond that point. Diana, I think you are a very strong person. You have talked in the past about how you have been able to talk to your boss, and also you're in sales, and neither of those are easy. That's what my classmates thought of me.
Пускай парашют, мы летали, но время дотронуться до земли. Эти мысли не наши сюжеты, что я играю, не мои. Кто покажет мне правду, кто мои враги, кто друзья. Понимаю, все понимаю, как болит меня отпускает. Лицо просит, не привыкаю, но мысли так высоко, что медленно. Две души летают за берега, и между вами воспоминания. Ты процентом от дождя, место, кто на небе. Это лето всегда заберет все вот это небо. Это мой мир. Поезда, его пустые глаза. Ты устала так, как болела и переплакала. Больше не теряла, ничего больше спаса. Ты устала так, как болела и переплакала. Это мой жизнь, все собой, что
It says, I made a commitment to resolve my stress as it pertains to public speaking. I asked myself, what's the worst that could happen? Am I going to die of a heart attack? No, but I could forget every single word in the English language, and at that exact moment, I'm standing in front of a crowd to speak. You know, some of my best thoughts come at night, and when I'm laying in bed trying to sleep. So now I get up and write them down to free my mind. And I find it easier to sleep when my mind has been cleared. You see, I decided not to worry about insomnia, but instead to get up and do something. Why lay there and worry about why I can't sleep? I often let my fear and anxiety consume me, so I decide to pull a Dale Carnegie and determine just how much anxiety a thing is worth and refuse to give it a freckle more. So I took out stress speech and said, well, it's a 2-minute talk, so why do I let myself be consumed by it for 2 whole days? Worry about what I'm going to say after 2 minutes is done and forgotten, then on to worrying with the next one. So I decided a 2-minute talk report that deserves no more than 2 hours of contemplation, reducing my stress tremendously. Organize, deputize, and prioritize. So I'm trying to clear my mind as opposed to my desk and organize my thoughts. Sometimes I need to take some downtime and rest to regroup gather my thoughts, and refocus intentions. But I have prioritized in that sense. This speech is due Thursday. I've got other homework, and instead of freaking out about all of it at once, I decided to set aside my other worry driven obligations and just focus on the immediate one at hand, this one. Since the others are due at a later date, you are what you think. So I've used positive mental reinforcement by telling myself, I am not afraid, for what do I have to be afraid of? Here, when we were telling one another about their positive personality characteristics, a few people told me the same things. To my surprise, how great of a storyteller I was, and oh, how confident and strong willed I apparently portray myself to be. So I remind myself of these things about how others perceive me every time a shred of doubt slipped into my mind that tried to sway me into negative self talk. I realized I was better at public speaking than I thought. So instead of telling myself I'm afraid or fearful, or even putting that thought in my mind, because you became what you think and say to yourself you are, I have just eliminated the thought altogether, except for the fact that I'm sharing it with you guys right now. And then, if all else fails, at least I can learn from and improve upon my mistakes, my public speaking fails, humiliations, and try to profit from the losses. Okay, public speaking stress. Question. Worst? Heart attack, forget English. Best thoughts at night, trying to sleep, write down insomnia. Fear consume how much anxiety is worth. 2 minute speech, why to hold it. Okay, this must have been the speech. Action. Worst, decide how much anxiety. Productive versus worrying. Prioritize. Don't procrastinate. You are what you think. Learn from mistakes. Benefit. Worst, considered progress. Worry less, do more. Post thinking. Change look and do change lifestyle. I've done, even failed, worry, not, at least grow from it. I don't know what that. Action. Benefit. How to face trouble. Worst, don't worry about insomnia. Decide how much anxiety things work. Apply these good working habits. Protect health and appearance by relaxing at home. Fill your mind with thoughts of peace, courage, health, and hope. Try to profit from your losses. Okay, pretty interesting stuff. Pretty good Dale Carnegie class. Really, this was one of my favorite classes. I think I can use this in every day, He had some rules. They were, don't criticize, condemn, or complain. Never say you're wrong to somebody. Attention to their mistakes indirectly. Call attention to their mistakes indirectly. Give honest and sincere appreciation. Get them saying yes, yes immediately. Become genuinely interested in others. Be a good listener about themselves. Talk in terms of their interests. Have to be a good listener to do this. I was moderately interested in others before, remembering little of what they said, even forgetting them completely by the next day. Now I focused harder on remembering what's important to them and their positive qualities and attributes so as not to make them feel like a stranger and hurt them upon next meeting. I feel like a more sincere person now, and I feel important, and they feel important. Before I talked more than I listened, not realizing this is what most people want to do. I thought I was doing them a favor by filling the awkward silence, but you have to be a good listener in order to talk in terms of their interests. And frankly, I like learning all I can from them, as opposed to sharing my life story with the world. This was always hard for me before because I knew little about what interested them in the first place. Because usually I was the one talking, but secondly because I never took the time to learn about their interests. I mean, I know very little about airplanes, woodcrafts, and engineering, but the more I'm listening, the more I'm getting an idea of the things I need to learn about. Give honest and sincere appreciation. Most people don't know how much of an impact they make on you, and it's up to you to tell them. But hardly anyone in society behaves like this. I'm trying not to be afraid to tell people how much of a difference they make in my life, or how they inspire me, just because it isn't the norm before I let them know what they did wrong, but said little when they did something right. Yes, yes, I used to be straight to the point with what I wanted and just ask for it, irregardless of them being in a bad no mood. If they're on their high horse giving orders and telling me everything I do wrong or not, no, not to do that, then of course they are going to shoot my next request down. How could I not see this before? Oh, the importance of getting them in the yes mood first. Don't criticize, condemn, or complain. Before I critic calm and people get enough, I don't know what that says. I did a lot of that. No one wants to hear it. They get enough of a daily dose with everyone else in their lives. How about a refreshing, positive voice for once? Now I vow above all to never complain. People are so used to me criticizing, though it's going to take them a while to realize I'm complimenting, not criticizing. Now I'm more conscious of my words, like but and however I I was bad about calling them out on their mistakes. Now I ask questions to see how they arrived at their answer, or ask them to walk me through it, or explain to me again or in a different way, so maybe they will discover their mistake for themselves instead of me pointing it out to them. Just coming right out of it. Don't let these principles die after this class. Action. I will ask you to memorize a few of these principles to hang on to. That the first that works best for you. Even make a note and put in mirror to remind yourself every day to use at least one of these principles. Benefit. You will notice if you continue using these principles, you will be a more well-rounded person and stronger relationships and less confrontation. It will open doors for you and more opportunity will come your way. You can even turn your enemies into friends effectively and handle stressful situations. Never say you're wrong. It's not like I came out and said those words before, but something what I was doing, unbeknownst to me, was giving that impression. Now I'm much more careful of my words and gesticulations like but and however, with my body language, tone, and word selection. Attention to mistakes indirectly. Maybe I called them out on it before, but now I try to ask questions to see how they arrived at their answer, or get them to explain to me in a different way. So that maybe they will discover their mistake, or whatever, for themselves rather than me telling them, pointing it out to them. So what you're saying is, so here is what I understand you to be saying. Is this what you mean? Now I'm more conscious of my words like button, however, and my gestures, and how before I was bad about calling people out on their mistakes. Now I ask questions to see them how they arrived at their answers and ask them to walk me through it, to explain to me again in a different way, so maybe they will just go, okay. I don't know how many times I said that. What? This class, significant impact on my relation. Learned terminology, learned more about listening to him talk to others. This class, significant impact on my relationships. Before I was moderately interested in others, remembering little, even forgetting them completely by the next day. Now I focus harder on remembering what's important to them and their positive qualities and attributes. I'm more of a sincere person now and they feel important. Before I talked more than I listened. Not realizing this is what most people want to do. Now I'm a good listener so I can talk in terms of their interests and like learning all I can from and about them as opposed to sharing my entire life story with everyone. Before talking in terms of their interests was always hard for me. Now take time to learn more about their interests and have quality conversations with them. Before didn't give a lot of honest, sincere appreciation because hardly anyone in society behaves like this. Most people don't know how much of an impact they make on you, and it's up to you to tell them. Now I tell people how much of a difference they've made in my life and how they inspire me. Hard to talk, dead relationship, impossible term of interest, still talks like I'm a child, and I small talk because know about engineering airplanes. so I took time to learn some terminology like IFR 747 cargo transport. Found out when air shows were and asked him if he wanted to go. Learned more about interests as I listened to him. Identifying different types of airplanes by studying magazine. Talked to others, asked him to make pic, pic, picnic table with me. Could learn to be a pilot. Find out what interested in. Learn to love it too. So can have meaningful quality conversations. So could ask questions about. Commit to further strengthen relationships by listening and learning more about the things they care about. My relation with my father is needs work. Conversations consist of hi, bye, how's school? Oh, doesn't help. He's deaf. My relationship to my, okay. And then he in-depth conversations with my brother about what do I have do like my dad, nothing really about airplanes, woodcraft, engineering, and technologies. And I'm like, I need to learn all of this, all of these. Luckily for Les, he is spitting image of in footsteps of him to have meaningful conversations, not like conversations I was having with him when I was 3 years old, or I guess I could commit to learning how to be a pilot even though scared me to death. Human relation principles. What did you do? What were results, actions suggested, benefit from doing it? Incident when applied principles. Don't criticize, condemn, or complain. Give honest, sincere appreciation. Become genuinely interested in others. Be a good listener. Encourage others to talk about themselves. Talk in terms of other people's interests. Never say you're wrong. Get them saying yes, yes immediately. Attention to people's mistakes indirectly. Look at your own first. Okay. When I started this class, I was the classic example of exactly the kind of person not to be, in that I was more of a talker than a listener. How selfish of me, yet I was completely oblivious and unaware of this. I thought I was just talking because no one else would fill the awkward silence. But when I should have, since I have been encouraging others to talk about themselves, but some people prefer to be private, and it's hard to get conversation going by just asking the usual prompt. They look at you like, what are you digging for and why? Are you planning to use it against me? So figuring out the art of how to bring it up casually, when a person hardly ever talks without being prompted, has proven kind of difficult. I feel like a more balanced person now and have noticed my likability factor improving and people reaching out or coming to me to tell me about their personal problems or congratulatory events. It's amazing how far the general public has strayed from the good practices. Seemingly values have differed so far from this that there would be the norm is a diamond in the rough, and it saddens me how now that my eyes have been opened. Yeah, so there's that. And I'm working on my book. I wrote 2 pages